You should record it.
I think it does. So I think we're live. Welcome to Dreamy Tales.
Shall I put it?
Yeah, so here we go. We are live. Okay, so I guess I'm going to talk a bit about myself. So I am the creator of Dreamy Tales, and what I do is I create AI animated or AI generated 3D animation stories, which I narrate and post them on YouTube. So far I've done about 6 shorts and 1 long story. Has anybody seen any of the stories? No, guess not. I wonder if I can send the link to anyone? No, I'm not sure. So, what I wanted to do is I needed people to help me create the story. So, what I wanted to do is ask some questions and for you guys to answer in the comments what you prefer. So, if we go first with the character type, should the main character be human or like a cartoon figure? So, human or cartoon. There must be a poll. Does anyone know how to do a poll? Human or cartoon. So we're making a story. Should the main character be a cartoon or human? Hello from Africa. Hello. Hi. So yeah, please let me know in the comments how if we want this main character to be a human or a cartoon character. Let me see if I can 1 second. Pop out. How to do a poll. 1 second. How to do a poll on a live on YouTube. Create live, yeah. From the bottom of the chat, create a poll. 1 second. So at the bottom of the chat, it should allow me to create a poll. Edit. Customize. No, this is kind of weird. Sorry, this is my first time. Dimitra and Chris. Start a Q&A, start a poll. Yay, we figured it out. Okay, so should the main character be... Come on. Should the main character be a... 1 second. Oh, no. A cartoon or a human, and then we want cartoon, and here it's human. Start poll. Okay, so can you guys let me know if you can see the poll? Cartoon. Okay, that was great. Thanks. So, do we want the cartoon? Do we know what we want the cartoon to be? So, do we want like a dog or an alien? Okay. I think I can do that again. Start a poll. 1 second. Start a poll. I don't know if I have to end one poll before doing another. Yeah, it looks like I do. Okay, so we want the cartoon. Do we want this cartoon to be an animal or like an alien or a monster? And poll. I didn't realize that this is how you do it. 100%. 2 votes. Perfect. So 100% a cat. Okay, thanks. So we want the guy to be a cat, the cartoon to be a cat. Do we know what gender we want the cat? So do we want a boy or a girl cat? Or I don't know if that's okay. So what gender cat? Male, or female? Female. Start poll. Okay, the poll has started. What gender cat? Male. Oh, female. Okay, so it's a girl cat. And should the story take place in a magical fantasy world, the real world, or a futuristic world? Hang on. I'll do it here. Create poll, answer your question. Magical fantasy world, or do we want it in the real world? Add another option, futuristic city. 1 second, question mark. Start poll. So this is our third poll, guys. Where should the story take place? So we've got a magical fantasy world, the real futuristic. Well, great. And what motivates the main character? And poll, let's do it. So we want to know now, like, what is the story going to be about? Is he going to find a treasure? How long does it take to create the stories? That's a great question, Divitra. Thank you for asking. So it takes me about, I would say, a week to 2 weeks, because the process is a long process. So what I do is first I come up with the story. So a bit like what we're doing now. I need to understand like what character I want, where's the story going to be held. And then after that, after writing down the storyline, like the narration, I then generate what we want this character to look like. And one of my favorite tools is Mid-Journey. And I don't know if I can actually share my screen and show you how that's done, or maybe we can do that on another live. I don't know if that would look cool. What do you think? And then obviously after generating the images, we make them animate. So yeah, really cool stuff. And then you basically put everything in together. And I use CapCut for that. I'm actually thinking of changing CapCut to a different program. So I'm open up for ideas on which program to use. But if we move on to the next question from my story, I mean, to be honest with you, you could probably just come over at this stage, Dimitra, and we can do this together. But this is also fun. So let's do it over this. Add option. All right. So we have a cat named Tom. Why isn't it starting the poll? So sorry. Start poll. What motivates the main character to find something valuable? To discover. Let me see. It's very interesting. Like when you do a poll, you can't write too many things, like at all. That's quite interesting. That's really weird, actually. Okay, so I've done another one. What motivates the character? Oh, how long does it take? Maybe a suggestion could be a cat teacher who teaches in an African city. An African city set in 5025. Yeah, to discover the truth about what? This is crazy. Okay. 1 moment. Yeah, we could do that. So A cat teacher. Is he teaching kittens, obviously, who teach? Yeah, okay. And he wants to discover the truth. The truth about what? Teaches history. Okay, and he wants to know the truth about history. Okay. Should the main character face a villain or an internal struggle? So should he teaches history? Okay, should. Should the story have a clear positive ending, or should we leave it open-ended for mystery? Let me see. Let me see. Create a poll. Yeah, I'm just trying to. It's good that I have the questions ready. I'm prepared for this because I think it would have taken a while. So I've just done my next poll. Please put your votes in, everyone. Should the story have a clear positive ending or leave it open-ended for mystery? So happy ending, resolved. Okay, maybe he can find a history book in some of the ruins and leaves a happy ending, which solves his problem. Okay, so Tom the cat. Do we know what color cat we want? Oh, 50%. A mysterious.
Why do you think of that?
So I'm getting two endings. Interesting. Ginger cat. Okay, so we want a ginger cat. A ginger cat. Should the cat have a companion, like a loyal sidekick, a wise mentor, or they go solo? Maybe I can put that as a poll. Should the main character have a companion? Question. Should the main character have a companion, a loyal sidekick, which could be like, I don't know, the dog, a wise mentor, and add another option, or they go solo? So I'm going to go back and I'm going to see whether I can create this. So should the main character have a companion? Enter your votes, please. Or a villain that they try to confuse the main character. Well, I think you're trying to confuse me at this stage. So they go solo. Okay, 100%. Good. 2 votes. You guys are really quick at voting. I'll give you that. That's good to know. What kind of conflicts should the main character face? A battle against evil forces, a struggle for personal growth, or a quest to solve a world-changing problem? I think we've already answered this question, and it would be a quest to save the world problem because there's a history issue here. But let me just see. I'll just put it anyway so we can have votes because there's 2 people and 2 people deserve to vote. Here we go again. You can only add certain amount of words for growth. Maybe I'll get rid of that. And then I'll get rid of this. Start poll. No. Solve world-changing problem. 1 second. Capital S. Start poll. So we have another poll in, guys. Your votes, please. What kind of conflict should the main character face? A battle against evil forces. 1 second. 2 votes already. Interesting. And poll. Okay. What should the villain want? No, there's no villain. What kind of relationship should the main character have? Strong friendship? There is no relationship, right? What kind of magic or technology should exist in the story? High futuristic, or a mix of both, or ancient mysterious magic? Professional relationship. Okay. Professional relationship with the kittens. Okay, so I think we have the story now. The story is A ginger cat. Are we happy with the name Tom, or is that too obvious? Yes. Thanks for the emojis. It really is motivating. So we have a cat named Tom, and I think the way how you wrote it down was really sort of straightforward there. Maybe a suggestion could be the cat is a teacher who teaches in an African city set in 2025. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a Word document. Maybe I can share my screen with you. Share screen, Windows, entire screen. I don't know if I should do that. Nah. If I can send the window, this one, share. Cool. So we have Tom. So the character is Tom, a ginger cat. He is a teacher living in a African city set in the future 2025. Okay. What else do we want? Yeah, so he's ginger. Okay. Now I have this. So this is basically what we're going about. Let me just see the other questions we have. Cartoon, yeah, he's a male. Tom is a male ginger cat. What motivates him? He wants to discover the truth. But the truth about what? The truth about something. He finds the answer in a book. Happy ending. So you get an ending. Should the story have a happy ending or a mysterious, ambiguous ending? So we're set between two. Or a villain to confuse the main character. So he's solo. He doesn't have any sidekicks, and he's a professor. Yes, he's a teacher. So should we come up with what he looks like is the question. Do we want to see what he looks like? So I am going to generate this character. So I'm going to go into our good old friend ChatGPT, and I'm going to say, please create a description of this character so that I can use the text for Midjourney to generate the image. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking this, Control A, Control C, and I'm putting it in here into ChatGPT, and I'm going to see how they're going to describe this cat. And if we like it, we can use it and generate the image. Stay logged out. An old cat. Yes. We can make him an old cat. Let's see what came out. A male ginger cat. So basically, this is what ChatGPT made, because I know you can't see the whole screen. A male ginger cat named Tom, a teacher in a futuristic. So I'm going to say a male ginger cat. I don't think he's an old cat. A male old ginger cat, a teacher in a futuristic, who is a teacher. Who is a teacher in a futuristic African city. He has a bright orange fur with stripes, green eyes, an intelligent expression. Tom wears futuristic glasses and a simple teacher uniform with a digital tablet in hand, navigating the city with confidence. Should we put him in a classroom? The African city is a mix of advanced technology and traditional architecture with vibrant colors, towering skyscrapers. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this here right now, and we're going to put this into Mid-Journey. So to do that, I might have to share my screen with you. Just 1 second. Mid-Journey. Let's have a look. Okay, so first what I do is I like to go to Explore, and I usually like to find an image as a reference, but with this time I'm not. I'm just gonna like keep it simple. Oh, this is the last. Wait, 1 second, guys. Yeah, this is kind of strange because I need to just use something from the. There we go. B61. Okay. So let's go. Let's see what it comes up with. Oh, wow. He actually looks really cool. Nice. I'm liking this cat. And then there's our character. Looks pretty cool, huh? Do we have a favorite out of 1, 2, 3, and 4? I don't know. I like them all. Yeah, I quite like this one. Oh, 1 second. Ah, yeah, you can see. So basically, I'm just going to save the image onto my desktop. I'll just write Tom the cat. And then that's how we get the image. And then finally, I would give some kind of like animation. And then obviously create the story like that. So this is just an example of how I would create one of the stories. I'm actually going to be posting a story tonight. So please do check out Dreamy Tales, check out all the stories and let me know which one is your favorite one and which stories you like so I can create similar ones. So it was great having the live today and stay tuned for the next one.